What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. Happy Sunday. Minneapolis, Minnesota, home of the Minnesota North Star. Is the Minnesota North Star still up there? I think so. I always wanted to go to Minnesota. I know in the Yahoo Chat days, I had some friends from Minnesota. Seemed okay. If Minnesota elected 2 trans council members, and let's hear what they have to say. Sorry.
I would say that in my race, overall, people were overwhelmingly supportive, and particularly around the diversity that I was bringing to the table. When they found out that I was trans, and I'm also black and queer, when they found out...
I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that. Let's continue.
And then they saw my husband, who is also trans. They were like...
I'm trying to get my head around this. So she was a female, transitioned to male. And married another man, another female to male transition. Let's get this. I just wanted to get everything squared away because some of this stuff is hard to follow, and I'm being dead serious.
That's who I want to represent my neighborhood. There's been negativity and ugliness, but the goodness has far outweighed it.
When I announced this campaign, people asked me who my opponents were, and I would always name racism and transphobia because, you know, as a black person living in America, I'm overcoming those challenges every day, or I'm facing those challenges every day. We did capture 73% of the vote, so people were enthused, people were engaged, people were very, very supportive. And I think it's a message, I think it's a signal that hatred and bigotry in this country will not stand.
Now my question is, are you running for that, or what is the most important in that your council members? Are you working for the city and your representatives, or are you just trying to fight transphobia and racism? You know what I'm saying? Well, like, I don't know what's up with this identity politics. You're here to do a job for the people. You're not doing a job to fight racism and transphobia. This, you heard what she just said. Fighting my opponents are transphobia and racism, because that's what black people fight every day in this country, apparently. Like, first of all, I don't care about racism, man. If the white man don't want like me, I say it 1,000 times. If the white man don't like me because of the color of my skin, that's his problem, not mine. You know what I mean? I'm a black man, the original. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Every race thinks that way. You know what I mean? If you ask an Indian and an Asian, they don't really care. They don't. Ask them. Do me a favor. You know what I'm saying? It's only the black Americans that have this particular view on racism that it affects them so negatively. Like, who cares? You're in America. They're quote unquote the greatest country on earth where anybody can make a living. And people come here from all walks of life just to get a piece of the American pie. And y'all sitting there worried about racism and transphobia. Yet you ended up being elected to the city council, the council. I said trans council members, but you got elected to the city council. Unbelievable.
We are the resistance. We are fighting back. We are standing up for justice, for fairness, for equity, for all people. And I think that's been exhibited in the elections of myself and Philippe, as well as Danica Rome, and all of the 4 other trans candidates that have been elected in the United States on November 7th, 2017. Yes.
Oh, sorry about this. This is Cameron's a program album mixtape he just dropped. But I'm gonna read this tweet because this is from my good one of my good followers, a follower as well. Sade Banner. Let's go to her tweet. This is what inspired me to write this. I mean, make this video, because she's telling the truth, and I don't understand it. When did it become, being trans become as important or more important than the political qualifications when it comes to holding public office? Somebody answer this question. I agree that anybody should be able to do whatever you want. No matter what you are. You're gonna say trans, disabled. As long as you can do that job, correct. Yes, you should be able to do it, and this is obvious. This is going to happen because 6 trans people have been elected council members all across the country. But it shouldn't be like, why are you celebrating this? Whoop-de-damn-do. Now go ahead and do your job and do it right. You know what I mean? You're not getting a pat on the back. I'm tired of these pats on the back. It reminds me of the first black person to do something, like the first black person to do a quadruple axel in figure skating. Like, who cares? You do it. You know what I mean? Be the first person to do it, or just do it the best you can, or try to be the best at it. What difference does it make if you're the first person of a particular group to do something? What they're really saying is, you Negroes are so special and so mentally behind. We have to clap on the back. This is what they're inferring. You have to clap y'all on the back, say you the first one that did a good job. This is what they're saying, and you shines up there sitting repeating this garbage. It doesn't matter which your identity. Stop with these identity politics. Nobody cares about this stuff. It is destroying America. Identity politics is destroying America, and this is a perfect example. Look at their next tweet. Their sexual orientation or gender or whatever is really irrelevant when considering whether they can actually perform in the position they now hold. Of course, this shine comes right behind them. No one is qualified to be a political leader, for one. 2, why are you hating? 3, politics are a useless institution that has zero positives for the masses of society. So why is this shine even replying? You know what I mean? So you tell me, hold on, man, I gotta reply to this. Hold on. So these trans council members are useless and have zero positive for the masses of society. And much less the city of Minneapolis. I'm probably spelling that wrong. I spelled it off. I did that. Actually, I got it. Sorry, I had to tweet. I mean, we do all kinds of things in these videos. This is Bayou Bruce said, amazing that a society supposedly so racist and transphobic turned out 73% of the vote in favor of black transgendered candidate. I don't know what to say. You know, like Sade J Banner is right. Go follow her on Twitter. She's right. She's correct. I mean, what nobody asked them, what are you guys going to do now? It's all it is a pat on the back and, hey, you guys, you made it. You're trans and you made council. That's irrelevant now. You know what I mean? What are you going to do for the city that you said you're going to do? You can't run on a platform of fighting trans racism and transphobia. That doesn't that doesn't affect the majority of people that you got voted for you. Anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. If you can subscribe to my channel, check it out, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.